In order to get a Corel Painter 11 document started and turn a photo into Posterize effect, you want to first go to your Start menu under All Programs and find the Corel Painter 11 program. It'll typically take a second to open up. When it does, there will be a box like this, and at the top you see Create New Document. You can click on this to create a new document. Also, if you close this box, you can find New Document under the File menu right here. In order to select the size of your canvas, it really depends on how big you want to work. If you're going to make a smaller piece that is smaller than the size of a regular sheet of paper, you might want to go to make it half the size of a typical piece of paper by changing those. Click OK. Then you can maximize your file. Now, the first thing you have to do to posterize an image is you have to place an image by going to File, Place. You have to find your picture file in your documents. So I'm going to go to my desktop because I believe I have a picture right here. You can double click or just click on it, click open. This box asks about scaling, so how big you want the image compared to its regular size. I always hit OK and then just stretch the image out on my own. So for this image, I'm going to stretch it out. And I want to take up all the space. Because my paper is wider, I have to stretch it out bigger. I could have created my document so that it was taller instead of wider. But I like the the landscape layout from side to side being longer. Now, in order to change this to posterize, I simply go to Effects, go to Tonal Control, and then here down towards the bottom you see Posterize. So select that. You always want to commit an image to a layer before you start working on it. So here you can choose the amount of levels. It really depends on how many color variations or tones that you want. So I'm going to select 5 because that's what I want to work with for a project that I'm going to do. And then I select OK. And now here you can see it's very specifically broken tones down into different layers. In order to save this, I typically, when I'm done working on a file, I always go to File, Save As, and I change right here where it says Save As Type, I always change this to a JPEG because a JPEG is a standard picture file. And so I'm going to title this work Posterize Photo, and then hit Save. And I've saved it to my desktop. You might want to save it to your documents. This box will pop up to merge all the layers into one layer. Click OK. And then this is a quality. So I always raise the quality to excellent if I'm going to use it for a project. And now I'm ready. I can close the file or I can print it from here by going to File and go to Print. And so I just simply select the printer that I'm printing to, and it'll print out. You can size it to fit to page, or really if you want it to print the size that you selected, you must uncheck that box so that when it prints the size that you made the canvas. And then you click OK. And then it sends to printer, and then it should print out. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment on my website, or you can, if this is for a class, you should ask your teacher.